What's up, guys? I'm out on pool 8 today. It's a beautiful day. It's, what is it, July 17th. We got overcast skies. And I was just looking at the solar lunar fishing kind of report. If you guys are into solar lunar, today is the best day this month to go out and fish based on the solar lunar calendar. So I'm anticipating a good bite, but I'm chasing walleyes, and I haven't done that since this spring. So it's kind of a search mission and see if I can find some. I'm gonna troll crankbaits. I don't have any live bait, but I got an assortment of crankbaits tied on, and we're just gonna troll some of these sloughs around Goose Island and looking at 5 to 10 feet of water. And I'm gonna this year I have a little bit of advantage. I just got a nice bow mount trolling motor. It's got the autopilot, and I'm just going to control that and use that for trolling instead of the outboard. And I think that's going to help out today because I may be trolling in some pretty shallow stuff. And when we're going over the top of these fish, we don't want to be making a lot of noise with the outboard. So I think that's going to be an advantage today. We're going to go out, troll a bunch of stuff. I may even throw a lipless crankbait in some sloughs if we find a hole or two, and just chuck around, see if we can find some walleyes. I do have a frog in the boat, but I'm going to try and hold off as long as I can. It's hard because that frog is so addicting in catching those bass, but I'm going to go for walleyes. I'm going to give it several hours. Hopefully we can put some nice fish in the boat for you and kind of learn something today. I'm learning, and hopefully you learn. Let's do it. We're out of the wind right here, but there is some breeze today, so I apologize for any wind noise in the microphone. It's just really hard to avoid sometimes out here. I'm going to do my best to keep the wind noise down. But I'm going to start with this jointed shad wrap. It's a bright orange crawfish pattern, and it's always been a really hot color in the Mississippi River for bass and walleye. So that's what I'm going to start with. I'm just going to hold the rod in my hand, and we're going to go downstream a ways. Fish are facing upstream. We're going to bring that bait right into them. See if we can get some bites. Ooh, she's dirty. Oh my God. Giant bass. Giant bass. Oh my gosh. Giant bass. Oh my God. Oh baby. Look at that. I don't know if he's well over 4, but he's 4 all day long. Wow, what a strike. Look at that. Ha ha ha. That's why I bass fish. That's why I bass fish. That was awesome. Man, did he crush it. Look at that fish. I love it. I love it. Oh. Nice fish. Let's get that one back in the water. That is a first for me. That has never happened. That is a first. I just caught a drum on a frog. I have never, ever even heard of that happening. That sucker hit that poppin' pad crasher. Look at that thing. Never heard of that. Wow. That was cool. That was worth it. Look at that. All right. There we go. Oh, good fish. Good fish. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Look at that bass. Oh my gosh. Look at that bass. Wow, that was awesome. Did he choke that frog? Wow. Oh, look at that. There's a nice fish. It's just been a great day. Oh, I've got over 10 pounds for 3 fish already. Let's get this guy back. So I came out today with the intention of doing some walleye fishing, and that's what I started out doing. A little bit of trolling around in some of these sloughs, and I just wasn't getting anything. I spent some time trolling. I did a little casting for walleyes. I tried some holes, and I just kept going by all these spots. I'm like, man, that looks good for frogging, and I just couldn't take it anymore. I had to give in. I tied on the frog and started frogging again. I'm totally addicted to frogging for bass, and it turned out to be a good choice because I've caught a couple of real good fish, and that's what I'm gonna keep doing. I got bass on the mind. I got bass tournaments this week. I'm gonna BFL this Saturday, so it's like that's what I got to do. And love catching walleyes, but man, when these bass are hitting frogs, it's just hard not to do it. So I'm gonna keep doing that. I may try some more spots for some walleyes, but we got so much good water back in here. I'm just gonna keep hitting these spots. Hopefully get a few more awesome bass for you, and maybe even a walleye later, but no guarantees there. But stay tuned and stick with me. We're gonna get some more fish. These fish fat in here. Holy mother. Oh, that's a big fish. Not a long fish, but man, look at the belly on that thing. Wow. He swirled under it twice. I knew he was in there. It's just a matter of working him out of there. What a great fish. Look at the belly on that thing. You know he's been eating good. That's just awesome. Let's get that guy back in the water. Oh. 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 That was a good fish. Dang it. I think a lot of these spots get overlooked. You just gotta, when the water's up, you just gotta push back. You see some clear water back in these little coves and these islands. See those little open water areas there? Fish are hanging out there. There's ambush points there. It's a little hard to get in there because you have to keep clearing off your trolling motor. But there's fish in here and in spots like this, and you just got to work your way slowly. You got to keep clearing your trolling motor off. The fish are in here. There's not a lot, but the ones that are in these spots seem to be better fish. And if you just keep hitting them, you're gonna put together a pretty good day. But that was a good fish. He had him on and he came unbuttoned. On. That guy, not a giant, but he was way back in the stuff. Got that frog. There we go. All these fish back in these pockets like this have just been fat as can be. I mean, they're not having any trouble finding food. I'll get that guy back. There we go. Good one. Good one. All right. That was really cool. Wow. Look at that. Nice fish. I saw him swirl a little ways away from my frog, so I just stopped the frog. Gave him some time to kind of get in the area, and then started popping it again, and he smoked it. That was a cool strike. And that might be my last fish of the evening. Hope you guys liked the video. I know I originally said I was going for walleyes, but I couldn't resist. Had to get the frog out and go after these bass. But I had an awesome evening, caught some really nice fish. And this is just a nice one to cap off the evening. Really appreciate you guys watching. And we'll see you next time, probably frogging. But I'm going to try and mix in some other species and a lot of bass fishing. So catch you later. Thanks for watching.